I think influence is key because you need to influence them to take action. You need to influence urgency. And the only real way to properly do it is you need to frame their state of mind. So if through the sales conversation, you've learned that they are really, I would say, kind of caught up with creating savings, and you've asked the right questions, you've listened, and you've discovered that they don't want a lower rate. They say they do, but the reason why they want a low rate is so they lower their payment so that they could replenish their bank account because they just had a kid and their monthly expenses have gone up. That is their deeper why. That's the reason. So the way to frame it is what I like to call a value stack. A value stack is a list of benefits that ultimately resulted from the initial result of your service. So if your service, after you use some creativity and discover that you're able to save them $300 per month and give them an escrow refund or give them a payment deferral, then that kind of creates a ripple effect throughout their life, right? So you'd be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna save you about $300 per month. And fortunately, this is gonna be able to give you enough extra breathing room to replenish your bank account, to pay off your credit cards, to improve your FICO score, to help you increase your contribution towards your retirement plan. Whatever situation that they're in, it just snowballs. Does that make sense? It's the difference between saying I could save you $300 or saying I could save you $300. It'll help you replenish your bank account, remove all this revolving credit card debt with high interest, help you improve your FICO score, position you to retire early, put 6 months of living in your bank account. That's a value stack. And it's important to have that value stack because whenever you reach an objection, you have to have that prepared. So if they give you another objection after the initial objection, then you can redirect, go back to the solution, and then spit that value stack again. Very, very powerful stuff because once they hear it and they start to absorb it, then they're more influenced to take action because they just want that to happen. Does that make sense? So if you're not doing that, or if you're kind of just focused on the rate and fees and you're not necessarily focused on the ripple effect of your results that your services bring, then all you're doing is negotiating. You're just negotiating rate and fees. The art of selling is the ability to transfer an emotional state to that person you're engaging with. So you need to be sold on it yourself. You need to be emotionally invested yourself in order for your prospect to feel that. If your prospect doesn't feel that you're emotionally invested, if your prospect doesn't feel that you're convinced that that's the absolute best decision, they're going to know this through your tonality, through the delivery and the way you convey your words. Simple and plain.